Alright, so this pistol's had about 400 rounds through it in one outing. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's dirty. It's got Winchester 231 powder burn all over it. Not a big deal. I just wanted to just break it down. I'll spare you the pain of sitting through a cleaning video. Break it down and show you what it might look like for wear. If we can see anything internal that would suggest that there could be an issue. Just remove the bushing. Take a look at the bushing. And the bushing here is coated in Slide Glide. I really recommend doing this, but I want to just point out that if we just wipe it off, wait me for a second, with a paper towel, there's just the slightest bit of wear right here, which you would expect, and it looks pretty clean. It looks good. So that tells me, at least in my mind, that this is fitted correctly. Sorry. Got me back on camera? Shit. Good camera work as always though, huh? Let's take the slide off. Here's something I want to look at right away. Let's just look at the rails. Of course, they're coated in grease. But let's wipe that off real quick. There's very limited galling whatsoever. Remember, this is really the first time this thing's been exercised. Let's say fired. So we'll just wipe her down real quick. A little bit right here. This actually, most of this was here just from cycling the gun without shooting through it. So, you know, looks like a good fit, honestly. There is some, now some wear marks here. They're not idiot marks, they're just from working from the actual slide lock working. That's good. Does not have a full-length guide rod. Guide rod looks pretty much normal. I mean, new. Now, the barrel. Barrel's pretty greasy. Of course, that's what we want, right? That's the whole point. So let's wipe this off and have a look. And these fittings are pretty nice because this barrel was completely black before. So now the only marks on this barrel are right on the top, a little bit there, but that's nothing. Slide Glide. This stuff works. This is what you want to use. I don't care what anybody says. This is what you want to use to prevent metal galling, which is basically the result of metal on metal rubbing. A lot of people say you don't need to use grease because it's not a load-bearing surface. I tend to disagree. But hey, that's just me. Do whatever you want. And let's look at the frame here. Just wiping off the grease so you can actually see. And there's pretty much nothing on this. This thing is it's certainly dirty. Don't get me wrong. This piece here actually strips your bullets off the magazine. There's some, you can actually see brass on there. But other than that, I don't see any wear on the rails. So there's nothing nasty going on inside the gun when you're firing it, as you would expect. There was something nasty going on, brand new gun, you know, unfired, pre-owned, pre-loved. The gun would definitely have some marks on it. There is some brass that's coming back, brass marks right here on the top. I don't know why you can see those. Let's see. See that? Those are just brass marks. That'll just come off with the solvent. That's nothing. But my point is that if you look at the rails, notice how slide glide stays where you put it. It's really important, and there's no wear on the rails, so there's no mark of anything being ill fit anywhere. You know, a little bit here or there, but Jesus, that's nothing. All right, get this baby cleaned up. Talk to you soon.